Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I have a design team project to share with you. Before I get to my design team project, I would like to say that these projects were inspired by Mother's Day. Yes, although they are not Mother's Day only projects, they were inspired by Mother's Day. So I want to take this time and this opportunity to wish all my friends, all my subbies, all the ladies out there, those mommies of fur babies, those mommies of children, grandchildren, those of us who were blessed enough to been given someone to care for, those of us who may not be mommies, but we act like mommies taking care of our own mothers, our grandparents, for anyone who's given of themselves and given love unconditionally, you are a mommy. Happy Mother's Day. So I'm going to move my sign. I want to go over real quick a lot of the dies that I used for this project. I was inspired by the latest release from Diemond Dies. However, I did incorporate a lot of other dies into this project. And one of the first, you guys have always heard me say, there are nothing like their flower dies. Diemond Dies carries the most amazing flower dies ever. I stand by this. I challenge anyone to find me better dies. I really do. And you know, I've purchased, I have a die problem. I love dies. It's no secret. And I have purchased a lot of dies over the years from different companies. And I have to tell you, their flower dies, their dies in general are awesome, but I just really love their nesting and flower dies. They just make project making so fun and easy. So anyways, I used the sunflower die, which is this one right here, for this project. I also used my, OMG, I just had a moment where oh my goodness, it's right at the tip of my tongue. And these are my favorite ones. What? Okay, we'll come back to that. And these are the newer releases. And I also use these flowers as well. We have the daisies, which are right here. And then we have the beautiful fairy flowers, which are these sets right here. And then we have our wildflowers, which are these right here. Now, I don't believe I used the wildflowers. No, I didn't. But I did use them on another project, which I will share with you soon. I also used, and the die that I'm showcasing here the most are these puppies right here, the flower pots. Love, 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 love the dies. I also used one of their other nesting sets, which was the cross-stitch circle dies. Amazing. Love, love, love them. And I also used the skeleton leaf die. And these are all from Diemond Dies. And I also used the nesting tag set. I used the smaller of the tag sets. Now, this is not the smallest one. I have that one that I took out for another project, but this is the one that I used. And what the heck? I can't believe I forgot the name of these flowers. And it's funny because they are my go-to flowers. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. Okay. So, let me share with you some of the other items that I used for this project. One of the things that I think I went to Joann's. No, I'm sorry. I didn't. No, I did go to Joann's. I was going to pick up some yarn. And I happened to find this paper stack, and I've been wanting this paper stack forever. It's one of my favorite ones, and it's a really nice cardstock too. It's by Pebbles. I don't know what it's called because I don't really see the name anywhere. Oh, Garden Party. So that's the one right there. You know, the fact that I forgot the name of that flower now is going to kill me. It's going to stay with me now. Alrighty. So I just want to remind you guys that if you decide to go on over to the Diemond Dies shop today and purchase any of these amazing, beautiful dies, and you use my coupon code, Thanks Laura, you will receive an additional 10% off your purchase price. All orders $35 and more will automatically receive free shipping. That's both U.S. and international. Also, if you go over to the Diemond Dies Facebook page, we have 2 monthly giveaways going on. The Make It with Diemond Dies monthly giveaway, which is you can make anything, create anything that you want. As long as it's a new project, all we ask is that you post a picture or make a video and let Dee know that you made the video either via Facebook or via YouTube messaging or email. Either way is very acceptable, as long as you let her know that you made the project. The other monthly giveaway we have going on is the card swap, and that's one of my all-time favorite swaps ever. I keep saying this. It's an amazing thing. What you do is you just make a card, and it's a secret, and you send out your card to the recipient, and you're also going to get a card. And you don't know who it's coming from. It's almost like The Voice, but with cards. If you watch that show, you'll know what I'm talking about. You don't know who's giving you what until you get it. And the other thing that she's now doing is every now and again, just for leaving comments and liking the projects that the DT members and the customers make and post on Facebook, just for leaving a nice sweet comment, she randomly, on occasion, picks certain people, and they will win a gift certificate also to her store. So that's so far what I've done. Oh, and another thing I wanted to share with you is I recently purchased this at Joann's, and I needed this really, really bad. And I just wanted to say that if you guys are interested in buying some gold foil cardstock, I have not had anything better than this stuff right here. This is from Basil. Is it Basil? Yes, Basil Basics paper. And it is gold foil. And I'm going to try to... I don't want to take them out because I don't want them to get scratched up, but that's the code there in the cereal. And I purchased these at Joann's. Love, love, love them. OMG. They are phenomenal. Great, thick cardstock, and they don't scratch as easily as other foil papers. So anyways, let's get to the project. I made 3 of these. I made different ones, and like I said, this is not just for Mother's Day. This is for any time, birthday, just to say hello, and I've given 3 different examples. I am going to start with the mom one, the one that I have mom on because of Mother's Day. So basically what I did here was, and I do have a video tutorial on how to make the cards that are shaped, hinge cards. What I did was I took the largest of the flower pot dies from Diemond Dies, and I think if I grab it and give you an idea, you'll understand a little bit better than me just sitting here yapping away. Okay, so you have a piece of cardstock. You're going to fold it, and this is what's going to cause the hinge. What I do is I put the flower pot right below. See where that cut line is at? I just take my cardstock and I bring it right to that cut line. I take some washi tape and I washi it down, and then I run it through my cutter. And then what I'll have is a shaped card like this. After I cut that out and I have my hinge card now, what I did was I glued just the sides, because this is already a hinge, so that's already glued by the paper. So I just added some glue on the edge, and then I did use my Scott Quick Dry adhesive. I did not want to use another glue, only because I didn't want it to come apart. I wanted some strong white glue, and I didn't want to use my ATG because I think just in case something were to get stuck inside, I don't know. I just felt more comfortable using the wet glue. So that's what I did. And for this card, like I said, I used the Garden Party papers from Pebbles. Here's where I used the gold foil, and I have a Mom die cut in my stash that I also used the gold foiled for. And this Martha Stewart punch is this one right here. It's a lacy doily punch. Then I took my Diemond Dies little tags, which is this one right here, and I used another die cut which I glued. And this I did because, again, of course, this one has to go to my mom, but I already sent her her Mother's Day card. So I'm going to save this for maybe another day when I just want to tell her I love her or just to say hello. So this little card, you see the pocket that, by me gluing the sides together, this is the pocket that it created. And then I took a, I think this is 5x3 piece of cardstock. I added some of the pattern papers. I used a corner punch. I distressed everything with vintage photo. I added some white cardstock in the back. This is where I will write my message. And then here is where I use my Diemond Dies cross stitch circle nesting die. And this is where I'll stamp whatever sentiment, if it's Happy Mother's Day, if it's Happy Birthday, hello, how are you, I love you, whatever my little sentiment is. I have enough room here to stamp out a nice sentiment. Here is where I use my Diemond Dies sunflower flower die, and also the skeleton leaf. And what I did with this leaf, guys, is I first cut this out of dark green cardstock, and then what I did was with my, and I did wrap up my bottle. This is one of the fine line glue tips. I took the skeleton leaf and I added glue to the edge, and then I glued it down to a lighter color cardstock of green, lighter green color. And then I just fussy cut them by hand. I couldn't run it through the cutter again, because if I did, then it would just cut out the whole thing. Because as you can see, this die is an outline. It's an outline die. So what I did was I cut it out in dark green, and then I cut it out in light, then I glued it down to light green paper, and then I just fussy cut it by hand. And I did add some Mowed Lawn Distress inks to that as well. And like I said, the little tag I'll write to Mom from me, Laura, or maybe you know what, I can also gift to someone who maybe wants to give their mom a card and doesn't make cards. So it just doesn't have to be just for my mom, but it's for a mom. And then the little flower, since I only glued it up here, these little parts here tuck into the flower pot like so. And it makes it look like a little flower's coming out of the flower pot, I think. So that's my mom version. Leave it right here, sweetie. Here is another example of the same thing, only this time I used 3 flowers instead of 1, and I used my fairy flowers. Love these flowers. I added some stickles. I added a little flat back pearl center. Again, did the same treatment for the leaves. Same thing with the tag, and when I send it to whoever I'm going to send this to, I will write a little message for them. Again, I did the same thing with the inside pocket. I will write my message here for the recipient, and I will stamp the sentiment of whatever it is. Happy birthday, thank you, you're the best, friends forever, whatever little sentiment I want. And then that one goes in this pocket here. And I really love how bright and pretty these colors were for these flowers and these little flower pots. Oh, by the way, guys, because I was asked this from my other video, one of the girls private messaged me. When she asked if I cut the flower pot out twice. No, I do not. when I want the rim of the flower pot to be different from the rest of this, what I do is after I cut out the flower pot, I take a regular piece of cardstock and I just, right here, and this is the guide for my cut line. I'll just cut out that much, and then I'll put it in my paper cutter, my paper trimmer, and then I'll just trim to where these cut off for the lid of the pot is. And that's how I did that. And then I just distressed everything with Vintage Photo. This one says thanks. And again, I cut that out in gold. I did the little lace doily trim here in gold and the little tag in gold. That's that card. And then last but not least, because I did make 3, my favorite number is 3 since I was a little girl. Not that you needed to know that. This one I made using the Daisy flower die set. And again, I love these flower dies. Oh my goodness. I just can't get enough of them. So I added a whole bunch of stickle to these. And to these, I also distressed these with Fossilized Amber Distress Inks by Tim Holtz. I added some little gold flatback pearls to the center to match the little gold papers. This one says Friends. And I have a little glue spot here. This one says Friends, another little die cut I had in my stash. And here's my gold ticket, which I attached with some gold thread. Again, a little pocket, the counter cross stitch circle die, and my little message in the back. And again, this tucks in like the other two to look like flowers in a flower pot. And I am really, really loving that look with the skeleton leaf, the 2 layers. Love, love, love this. And you can move the tag anywhere. And that's that. So, again, happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there. I really had so much fun making these flower pot cards. The nesting flower pot die, I just love it because it's so large that you can make the shaped cards like I did. You can make these into goodie boxes, which will be my next video. I have another little project share, hint, hint, hint. You can downsize these as I shared with my sign, my Diemond Dies sign with all the little tiny, teeny flower pots. You can just, this would make a beautiful layout, and that's also going to be my next project. There's just so much you can do with these. And you can even, if you have a person who is a garden buff, who loves to be in the garden, you can make this into a mini album and just have the little flower pots go this way. And you can flip it down that way. There's just so many endless possibilities with these dies. So go on over to Diemond Dies. Pick some up as a Mother's Day present maybe. Tell hubby you want some dies for Mother's Day, or tell the kids, hey, mommy wants some dies for Mother's Day. Take advantage of our bundle packages. They're awesome. And I want you to remember, if you purchase the bundle packages from Diemond Dies, past or present, and they're already reduced 15% off the retail price of the store, meaning the whole entire package, you're getting it at a 15% discount because you bought the package. Now, if you happen to pick up the package, the bundle package, and you use my coupon code, that's an additional 10%. So in actuality, you're going to receive that bundle package for 25% off. Now, that never happens unless there is a big sale like Memorial Day or maybe Labor Day or Christmas time. But other than that, that's the best deal that you're going to get. So I encourage you to go on over. When you do go on over to the store, look at those bundle packages. And don't forget to use my coupon code, Thanks Laura. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope I was in view camera-wise because I can't see. And I hope you enjoy this project and it inspires you to go on over and make some flower pot cards of your own. Have a blessed day, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.